I appreciate that, Lori. Thank you very much. And yeah, the summertime allergies I was just telling Lori that it's hitting me today. Like I had to take an antihistamine because my nose was just a mess. I'm sneezing, and it's like nobody wants to like pretend to like even think about the whole COVID situation anymore. We want it so far in our rearview mirrors. It's like, okay, I have allergies. Is it allergies? Is it COVID? What is it? What are we dealing with? And
Yeah.
it's just it's the middle of summer. Obviously, here in Phoenix, we got our cute little monsoons coming through. Saturday was a storm. I got to thankfully get to clean my pool twice in a weekend. That was exactly what I wanted to do. And then I know that there was another dust storm that came through last night because I washed my truck and guess I need to do that again. So the dust and storms and all this stuff blowing through. So summertime allergies are a thing. So I will discuss what the summertime allergies can be and how are and some methods to help with our nose and our upper airways. So let's go away and I will share my slideshow with everybody. All right, summertime allergies and your CPAP. Here's what you need to know. I thought this was an interesting picture because of the whole COVID dynamic. Of course, she's freaking out from the pollen and the dust, and it was interesting. Like I was thinking to myself, masks obviously were a massive part of our lives over the last year and a half, and I can remember seeing like people who do landscaping for a living. There's definitely a good group of them who did have masks on, or at least bandanas or something over their face, and a lot of it is blocking allergens. It's like you're trimming trees and you're knocking down mesquite trees or Palo Verde trees and you're trimming grass. Like it's all in your nose, on your face, and you're coming home and you're not being able to breathe at night, stuffed up. So there's a handful of different types of summertime allergies. Of course, we got molds. Molds are can live in higher humid climates. You're going to get that a lot, obviously, a lot in your bathrooms in different parts of the country here. You got if you go up north, you're running the risk of the poisonous plants, the poison ivy, oak, and sumac, and of course our cute little bees and wasps that are circulating around our pool areas. I'm having a little bit of a bee infestation that wants to hang out in front of my house right now. That it's a struggle fest getting rid of. Of course, you have people who are allergic to fruits and vegetables. Different ones are blooming, different ones are in season this time of year, and our wonderful pollens. They're still raging in the summertime, and depending on the parts of the country, they can be a little bit more intense. Here with the windstorms and dust storms that are coming through, and plus, if anybody's been out and about noticing our city is this nasty haze from a lot of the wildfires and smokes and stuff that's just infesting our noses. And I know that it's affecting my house because my house is super dustier than normal. So we got our I'm hitting too many buttons here. Sorry. We got our grass pollens. Of course, like I mentioned about the landscapers trimming grass and stuff. If you're a person that does your own landscaping, then it's gonna it's nature's imperfect. Our pollens get in our nose and our mucous membranes and causes everything in our body to just inflate. Our body's trying to get rid of all this stuff. That's why our nose starts gushing. That's why we start sneezing, and our body is releasing histamines to try to fight it. That's why we take antihistamines to contract the histamine process that these allergies are infesting with us. The pollens are hitting us. So you get these puffy eyes, like my nose is tender from the allergies and from snot blowing my nose and sneezing. You could probably hear it in my nose. It's a whole lot of fun. Sleeping's been a real chore. And of course, using a CPAP machine is going to be even more of a mess depending on the style of mask that you use, especially if you're a nasal mask user. These are where people take time off. I had 2 patients today have to take time off their CPAP this last month. 3 to 5 days is like the cap on a limit on time off CPAP. And they're hitting that mark and they're like, man, I feel not only their allergies kicking their butt, they're felt tired from that, but then they're not sleeping with their CPAP machine. So taking care of these allergies should be a prime priority. Now, we always have the weather service is always going to give us an idea about what our pollen counts are. Another thing that can help is limiting alcohol consumption. Uh, Alcohol with hops and barley can cause allergies and issues. Sometimes if I drink a high hoppy IPA, my nose can plug up. I can feel a little stuffy the next day. Eating healthier supports our immune system, taking your vitamins and such. Getting plenty of sleep. Intermittent fasting has been shown to release a lot of the toxins in our bodies. Antihistamines, of course, are great. Over the counter, Zylol, loratadine. You got the drawn a blank, Zyrtec and Claritin and such like that. As I mentioned, eating healthier to support our immune system, but taking your multivitamins, focus on nutrient deficiencies. Probiotics can help our digestive system, of course, and it can help our help flush our body of toxins. And piling in the fluids, water. Obviously, summertime is huge. See this little guy right here? This is 40 ounces. Be drinking quite a bit of water these days. Helps our whole body run well. Now, summertime allergies obviously can be bad throughout any seasons, just as bad as the fall and spring. And for CPAP wearers, it can cause some problems. So, a few things that we can consider: adjusting the pressure settings on these machines. Fortunately, a lot of patients are getting prescribed with auto-adjusting CPAP machines that will have a tendency to deliver a higher air pressure when your person's sick. Um, Thankfully, they're able to do that. But if you're in a fixed pressure CPAP or a BiPAP or something, maybe your settings need to be adjusted. Obviously, washing and cleaning your stuff. That shouldn't be rocket science to anybody. That washing and cleaning your stuff is good for you. You don't want to be breathing in a bunch of garbage in your mask from coughing or sneezing in your mask. Um, Changing your air filters. That's another common thing that people do forget about, that, hey, these machines actually have a filter in it. And just like the filter in your house, it should be changed about once a month. Nasal sprays and gels. There's a handful of different nasal sprays that you can buy over the counter, whether it's just a simple like a saline rinse, or like some that have this gel spray to help keep your nose from drying out. Uh, Checking your mask fit for a leak. Sometimes these machines have a tendency to really push airflow in the mask leaks. If anybody you've ever noticed, when you pull your CPAP off, it blows like crazy. That is not your pressure. That is what your system's response is for a leak. The airflow goes through the roof. So controlling your mask fit's huge too. And using the humidifier. I know it's summertime and it's hotter. Sometimes patients shy away from the humidity because of the heat, but the humidity does help our nose quite a bit. Some more CPAP tips. Now I'm clicking too many buttons again. Some more CPAP tips. Of course, using a nasal mask or nasal pillows. You can have issues with congestion and stuffiness and may find a full face mask easier, which is why we're giving out a full face mask for somebody during this webinar. Because if you're a nasal mask user, having a full face mask in your back pocket helps quite a bit. Of course, using the humidification, it helps humidify the air, which helps our nose out. Our nose, when your nose dries out from either cool or cold air, it tends to start to plug up. So CPAP itself is not going to completely get rid of allergies, but it will also aid in your breathing quite a bit. Proper cleaning of your equipment. As I mentioned about your mask, in my history, in my 11, 12 years in the field, the worst case I've ever had of a person who did not take care of their mask had black mold in it. I can remember seeing it, and how he was doing okay was beyond me, but I more or less said, you got to throw this away. You got to get a new mask. You got to get something new. You can't keep using this disgusting mask, because the person wasn't cleaning it. Again, beyond me that people will go longer than a week without cleaning their stuff. I mean, you're breathing in this air. It's not going to be good. It's going to breed bacteria. You're going to have mold. You're going to have issues with your allergens. You're going to introduce sickness to your body. And then, of course, you're going to feel like crap. Of course, you're not going to sleep well. Of course, you're not going to want to use your CPAP machine because you're sick. So clean stuff. Mass tubing filters, humidifier, washer tank. You can do it soap and water in your sink. You can do it in a bucket. You can do it in the shower. I don't care how you do it. Just clean it. Okay. It's the key to avoiding allergies. And then, of course, other worse infections, upper airway infections and such like that, reintroducing like pneumonia back into your body. So then these got these nasal sprays are helpful. The neti pot. I know people that enjoy these. They work well. I've used it before. I don't like them. I don't like the concept of them. But I use a saline spray, like an actual, like a little bottle spray in the nose that helps clean it out. I've had to use that a few times this last few days. Of course, this neti pot, as you can see on there, says use prior to corticosteroid spray for people who use like Flonase or something, which is another really good nasal spray to help keep your nose from plugging up. Clean your nose out, use your corticosteroids. Nasal air, this saline gel spray has got aloe in it, helps keep your nose from drying out. You can use menthol rubs like Vicks Vapor Rub and stuff that helps keep your nose open a little bit. Creating a better environment for you to sleep in, like taking a shower and cleaning up before bed. Obviously, a warm shower can help make our nose run. You can get allergens and garbage out your nose. And of course, changing your bedding. Again, another concept that should be done often is changing your bed sheets, washing your bed sheets. I don't have any specific recommendations, but you shouldn't go longer than a week or so because it can get gross because you're sweating in it and allergens and dust and mites and stuff. And change your bed sheets, clean your bed sheets. These wonderful little deals. I remember kicking those and blowing these as a kid. I think I would still do it as an adult too. And of course, if you're having trouble sleeping, have questions about allergies, CPAP, or anything else, you can always give us a call. We can help direct you specifically with maybe whatever current situations you're dealing with. This is the number to Valley Sleep Therapy. The number to Valley Sleep Center is a 480-830-3900. So, with that being said, hopefully y'all got something out of it. Does anybody have any questions or comments or anything along those lines? You can raise your hand or put something in the group chat or Q&A, and then I can discuss any particulars. All right. Well, if everybody's good, Lori did text me the winner, and the winner is going to be Florence Frederick. Thank you, Florence. We'll have somebody from our scheduling team contact you regarding your mask and winning the mask, the full face mask. And they will discuss with you the best direction and avenue you can get to have this either fit for you or mailed to you if you're already a full face mask user. And again, anybody else has any questions? I can end this and we can be over. Stop the live stream.